What's going on, everybody? Tarek Patel here. Another edition of the FATTAL Factor. Obviously took a small hiatus last week. Who put it in here? Someone kind of nailed it. Mark Harris says, welcome back, Dad times 2. That's right, I got a new baby boy, Alden, 9 pounds, 23 inches. Hey, man, he could be a pretty good-looking athlete. We don't know. Only time will tell. I don't know how much birth metrics really matter, to be honest with you, but he's healthy, mom's healthy, that's all that matters. So thanks for kind of giving me the week off. I had somewhat of a bye week, if you will, but we're back. It's week 10 coming up. We got a great show tonight, and obviously we're gonna get to the Dodgers here in like 3 seconds. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's get Aram on here. And what I've done tonight is I've got a game cast up, and then we should see some chat too. So if I did this correctly, we should see some YouTube chat as you guys pile it in. We'll see if that populates. But if it doesn't, at least we've got a game cast on. So look, I think high school football is really important, and we'll meander through that right now to start Aram, of course, but I think what's really important is, the Dodgers and this huge game 3, and Ohtani just hit, another home run, so they're tied at 5-5. I don't know if we're gonna go into extras. People are asking me about my glasses. I'll take them off. They're just blue light glasses. They're probably distracting with the reflection. So let me take those off. But anyway, Aram, hey man, a little week off. Now we got the Dodgers. I can't even believe there's 30 people in here right now with the World Series. We must, hey man, people must really like us.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's it. No, listen, bro. The thing is that they could be sitting at home with their laptop or on their phone watching us, and then watching the Dodgers on their TV, and then sharing the experience of whatever is going to happen in this game the rest of the way. In the chat, in the live chat that we have going here.
We got the chat going. Okay, that's populating now. So guys, thanks for the well wishes and everything. I did post my son Alden on Twitter last week, and a lot of people commented and liked it, so thank you. But yeah, kind of, running on fumes a little bit with a newborn, but high school football's week 10 is coming up. We got Mater Dei and Bosco on Friday. We'll get to that in a second. But man, I tell you what, it's hard to even think about anything else with these Dodgers going on right now. Baseball. Aaron, let me ask you this. Where does baseball rank for you in fandom per se, or how much you follow it, right? I think if I had to guess, it'd be college football 1, probably NFL 2. Man, I'm probably gonna say MLB 3 because NBA is not above baseball for you. No chance.
Yeah, MLB would be 3, okay. Or boxing, but
okay, that's right.
Yeah. Well, for work, I have to concentrate. I have to concentrate on MLB so a lot, and NBA even. Actually, 3 for me would be college basketball. Okay. I love it, especially the tournament. Of course, it's not what it used to be, but whatever. Bro, listen, I have to update something from a past show. I went back to Chick-fil-A tonight for my pregame meal, dude. Okay, and I ordered the pretzel cheddar club again. Okay. But this time, instead of the spicy, I got just their original. Game changer, bro.
Way better.
Very good sandwich.
Now,
yeah.
Was the bun? I kind of forgot. The bun was always good last time, right? Like that pretzel bun delivered.
It was better tonight. Yeah, it had more of a pretzel salty taste tonight. So, yeah. Dude, I kind of always need an order or two. I've talked to you about this with kava. I'm still perfecting kava, but by my 3rd or 4th trip, I have it down, and then I know what to order. And that's kind of the case here. I shouldn't have got the spicy last time. Not that I don't like spicy. It's just it was shitty. I don't know how else to put it. But the regular was really good. So, yeah. I endorse.
The pretzel bun, to me, I've never been – I don't know. It just feels, I don't know. I've never been a huge pretzel guy to begin with. So I usually go brioche bun or keep a sandwich the way it is. I'm a big sourdough guy. Let me ask you this.
Oh, yeah.
What about the Habit? Where does the Habit rank for you?
So the Habit, you have to eat it right there, in my
Yes.
opinion,
Yeah.
which may
Yeah.
not be. That's like I
Or
usually
eat it
used
right
to drink.
away. Like if you get
Yeah,
it like Uber Eats it, like you got to eat it pretty quick. I agree. That is not a good burger. Like I'll eat it tomorrow or later. I'll agree with that.
yeah, but I like it, and I get the double char burger. However, last time I was at the Habit, like the point of the Habit, bro, is the whole char aspect, right? That they're cooking it, they're kind of charring the meat, over flame. Last time I was there, I watched the process. Dude already had like the meat pre-cooked, and when I ordered it, he put it on the grill, like the flat grill, to heat it back up. And I was like, man,
Ooh.
that's not what I'm paying for. I want to see
No.
that meat with some flame kissing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and that didn't happen, but
I'm I,
whatever.
I I'm a big I like the same when I for the most part, man, when I go to eat somewhere, I'm totally that guy. I am a creature of habit. I go to restaurants, I know what I'm getting. I very rarely deviate. So the Habit, always the Santa Barbara char for me.
Okay, so that was what I was going to ask. Are you like a regular char guy, or are you a Santa Barbara char guy? So you
Santa
like
Barbara
that
char
sourdough
all
with the
day. I love the
avocado?
sourdough. It's got the avocado in it. You just nailed it. Like fries, little ranch dressing, like that's my go-to. Chipotle, I basically get the same damn thing every time. I might go chicken or steak, but that's about it. In and out, of course, that's like everyone knows my order there. So yeah, man, I go to these places and I generally just get the same thing. And but what's interesting is people might think, oh well, but I would say, man, I'd say I've got a pretty cultured palate because I love different foods. I love Thai food. I love Indian food. I'll eat just about anything, but I just when I'm gonna order that cuisine, I know what dish I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm same, dude. I like Japanese as well, sushi, stuff like that. Um, yeah,
What's okay?
bro,
Last thing, I know we're at commercial with the Dodgers. What's your favorite fish, sushi wise?
salmon, um, salmon. I would say there. I just can't give you straight answers, dude. I always have to qualify things, dude.
Yeah,
So
Vinu makes
salmon,
it.
if it is
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
salmon, if it has like the orange and white stripes, it's got to be fatty. And and if it's not that, then toro, which would be the fatty tuna, not the like purpley one, but it's like more of a pinker, fattier one. But it's very expensive. So yeah, that's how I rock there.
By the way, guys, for the first time in a while, I'm kind of when I have my stream up, I always have my back end analytics up, and it always says my connection and my stream health is excellent. But right now it's telling me it's like excellent, then it'll pop to poor. And so
Yeah.
am I buffering? Like
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
You did a little bit for me, like you froze, but now you've been good.
Okay, yeah. So sorry if it's a little patchy. That's the first time I've ever seen that. So we could have a little bit of that tonight. So sorry about that. But I gotta check
Bro,
this.
listen, I don't know if you're looking at the chat, but a lot of people are talking about this Fred and Aram.
Oh no, we're gonna get to that. We're absolutely
Yeah.
gonna get to that. My last ad was Vinu made a good point. Habit Ranch is elite. He's right. Something
Really?
about dude, the ranch dressing. I have a man. When Daniel Thompson, our boy Daniel Thompson, who's always a general viewer, when he gets in here, remind me. We'll bring up. We have him and I have gone just neck deep on discussing fast food ranch and how it varies at different places.
Yes.
Man, it thickness, taste, the whole nine, and the Habit Ranch is very, very, very good.
Bro, get my back here. Like, if you find a place with good ranch, or people in the chat, same thing, you will go there just for the ranch and then order something that rocks with dude. That's how I am.
I can't. I don't know if I can say. I don't know if
Yes.
I can go that far. I don't know if I can go
Yes.
that far.
Like, I didn't want onion rings tonight, but their ranch is so good that I had to go there and order onion rings so I could have that ranch,
Yeah.
or wings, or fries if you dip it in there, or
Yeah.
whatever you're doing.
I don't know about that, but there's certain ranches that are very, very, very good. I think Wingstop's got great ranch. I think Chili's has good ranch. And then yeah, so anyway, but no, the Habit Ranch is very, very good. Sorry, I'm watching Sasaki just deal. Come on, man, get this third out, you Knucklehead. Come on, baby. Oh no.
Bro, how far behind am I, dude? Like, I have him 1-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, and he just threw one in the dirt. Okay, see the stream,
Yeah.
the game cast is like is ahead of TV.
Of YouTube, everything's ahead of YouTube.
Nathan Luke's grounds out. Pitchers Rocky Suzuki to first baseman right here, 3 outs. All right, so he gets it. He gets it right here.
Bro, you better kill that thing so it doesn't give me any spoilers.
Well, that's the whole point of it. So anyone that's in the chat anyone that's on the stream can watch. Yep. Okay, so he grounded it. Nice snag. Okay, listen, man. We'll play it. So if those that are is that the bottom of the, or we're going to the bottom of the 8th, or was that? Yeah, no, we're going to the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, bottom 8 now.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so everybody, hang on a little bit because it's gonna get juicy later, and I do think our viewership will pick up after the game. But let's talk about it, and then we will address. We'll actually play back what I think was a good, at least 5 or 6 minutes, but it could be a little longer. I don't know how much we want to play it, but I went to the 40-minute mark of your show this morning with Fred and listened to about 5 or 6 minutes and gets pretty fired up. And you guys get pretty fired up at each other, and you guys are talking about Charter Oak and success and winning. And I will say, I'm not going to necessarily pick sides. You guys are both my boys, but I'm not mad at the way Fred looks at this playoff system now. I'm not mad at the way he looks at this playoff system. So I'll let you, I just want to share that, and then you go ahead and lay the groundwork here.
Bro, I said what I said. I mean, I think Fred's point is kind of all over the map. And he's like moving the goalposts around because, like I said, I guarantee you if Bishop Amat is in the championship in Division 5 or something, he's going to call that a good season.
Yeah. That I agree. That I agree with you on.
Right. The thing is, it's a trade-off, Tarek, this playoff system. It's going to division teams right, especially in 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. After that, it gets a little tricky. You'll have teams that are traditionally 2 and 3s that get put in 5 somehow, sneak their way in, and go on to have, a great run in the playoffs. So you have to take the good with the bad with that. I hope Freddie can join us tonight. It's probably a long shot.
I don't think he's. I feel like he would. I mean, I told him he could totally text us impromptu. I can pull up the trio, and he can totally join us. Would not be hard. And just send him the link, and he pops on here. But I do think. I do think, unfortunately, with this playoff system, every program's success comes with different weight. So I agree with you, I think, on the point where if Amat, which sees itself as a top-tier program, drops to Division 5 and makes a run. Now, look, it's great that those kids win a CAF championship. I'm not taking away from the success of teenagers, but in, like, the lore of Bishop Amat, I don't know if I'd go, man, because we're using Amat as an example, I wouldn't be like, man, that was a big-time season for that program. No, the system now rewards mediocrity, and they're playing with the same ilk of teams, which is AKA not the top tier of Southern California. It's really not much different from when Long Beach Poly won in Division 4 a few years ago. Oaks Christian got to the Division 5 championship a few years ago and lost to Valencia. It's like, those teams shouldn't even be down there. So it's hard to say that the team wasn't quote unquote successful, but I agree with you. There's something about it that just doesn't seem right. So why would a program that thinks it's so highly of itself hang its hat on that kind of season? I think you agree with me on that.
Yes, and I would also say that it is a case-by-case basis, school-by-school, program-by-program basis. See, to me, if Bishop Amat does go into Division 5 this year and wins the whole thing, I call the season a success, okay? Given like what, and again, it's a program-by-program basis, okay? The thing is, though, with Charter Oak, as it pertains to them, they're a team that every year builds up a very good regular season record, maybe even wins their league championship. And I want to say, again, I should have probably checked the numbers for sure, because this was actually a point that I brought up last year. Since 2019, they only have their only playoff wins came when they went 2-8 and got placed in, I want to say it was Division 8 2 seasons ago.
Okay.
And that's it. So again, it's a case by case basis. So for teams like Freddie brought up Pioneer that won Division 14 or 13 last year.
Right.
Pioneer's, a really dormant program here in Whittier. For them, that's a success.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Like, yeah. That I got no problem. See, I'm not poo-pooing. Like, I got no problem if a program has its own little level, right? Division 10, Division 9, small private, or maybe a ho-hum public, and they're just not really known for football, and they have this great year and they go win Division 12. That's fantastic. They should be proud of that. I just think that these programs that have been known, and even themselves are called to play at a higher level and then go and win some low-level division championship, I'm not so sure I'd be the one to say, wow, what a great season. I don't know about the Ahmad. I think I might disagree with you if they go win Division 5. Now, if they got into Division 3 and won it, Aram, I think that'd be really, really good.
Yeah, I do too. Again, I just think you have to take it on a program by program basis. And for Charter Oak, they haven't had much postseason success for the last 5-6 years, and there's just no denying that when you put together, a 10-0 season and lose in the first round, or 9-1 and you lose in the first round, it's a disappointment. It's not a success. And the postseason is where we judge success in all levels and all sports. That's where you're judged by success. If USC starts the season 7-0 and loses 2 of its final 5 games and doesn't make the playoffs, or goes to a bowl game and loses, the season is not a success.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, look, the point is that it got heated today between me and Fred. For longtime friends and viewers, that's nothing new. We had done like YouTube shows.
Right.
You can go back and argued so loud that people at the newspaper got scared. And so, it's nothing personal. He and I just, don't see eye to eye on some things, and it gets pretty crazy. Now, what surprised me is the traction that this thing has picked up. You have Petros Papadakis tonight tweeting about it, the violence. You tweeted,
Amazing.
It's
so
pretty
good.
funny.
When the game's over, we'll play it back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. You guys are like yelling over each other. It's fantastic. A couple of questions real quick in the chat, if you don't mind, Aaron. I might as well, since we're just kind of mulling around here. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Play the entire thing. Hold on. Any chance you'll discuss the relegation scenarios in the mission, if that still exists with the re-leaguing? So as far as I'm concerned, thanks for the question here, Thomas Finley. As far as I'm concerned, the mission is tied to the Angeles League, and then the Angeles League is tied to what I believe is the Del Rey League. So it is kind of this 3-tiered system. And if there could be a wrinkle in here, this is completely just throwing this out there because I think other teams, other leagues do it too. I think you can refuse to go up. If another team would rather go up, they can take your place. Anyway, I think I've heard that before. Point is in the Mission League, I don't know if their re-leaguing is coming up next fall or when it's coming. I kind of forgot. But to answer your question, yes, they still re-league. And right now, I would imagine someone like Amat needs to probably be careful because they were winless in league last year. And now they have, I think, 2 wins this year.
Yeah.
And can finish 3-2. Or do they only have 1 win and need to finish 2-3 if they beat Sarah?
They have beaten Loyola and they beat Notre Dame.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so they're
2 wins.
No, you're right. They're 2-2, and they need to go 3-2, I think. Or if they lose,
3-2 keeps them out. Like it'll keep them where they are.
Yeah.
and I think Loyola would get sent down, right?
Yeah, I think it would be between Loyola and Amont. I think maybe Notre Dame, but I don't think so.
And what Cathedral get your boys Cathedral get
Yeah.
sent up?
Well, the Angeles League, yeah. I mean, Cathedral was in the Mission League for a couple years, like like the third and fourth year ago, and I don't think they won a game. They
You
got
don't
sent.
want to circle back to Cathedral, dude, at all?
Why?
I don't know,
For
bro.
what, dude?
They're gonna win that league, you
Yeah,
know.
they're gonna win the league. That's fine.
But I wish
That
I
league's
knew,
not
like,
very good. I mean, we thought maybe Paraclete would be better. You know, we just thought, oh, Paraclete. You know, look at their record. You know, I think they had like a decent win or two in the non-league. I'm not. Cathedral to me hasn't done anything impressive. So why would I circle back on them?
because I just feel like they're non-league. You know, they had some excuses with guys, you know, being in sit-out periods. You know, they're full strength now. I mean, have they been overly impressive since they got to full strength? No, but
I'm not. I gotta. You know, like someone barked at me. Someone barked at me today. Because I didn't put Chino Hills in my top 25 after they beat Damien. Well, guys, Damien isn't exactly looking so great lately. Okay, so credit to Chino Hills. And then I responded. You know, wow, they beat Damien and still not in the top 25. And I said, well, what an opportunity they have against Rancho Cucamonga on Friday. So what if they go? What if I put them in the top 25 and they get boat raced by Rancho Cucamonga on Friday? Then what? So I'm always leaving room so that a team can prove. Now they beat Rancho, so back-to-back wins, Damien Rancho. They will absolutely finish my season, finish the regular season in the top 25. But I don't jump right all over teams, and so Cathedral to me still needs to prove some stuff. I don't do rankings and playoffs. I never understood how publications do rankings and playoffs. I my whole career, even at the Daily News, I never did top 10 rankings in any sport once the postseason came. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, so my point with Cathedral is, you know, I may start giving them some love or thinking about, you know, doing some coverage on them, but they got to beat somebody. Right now, they're not beating anybody. To go back on the Charter Oak, where does it look like they're going to get slotted, Aram? D3, D4?
yeah, D3 right now. Yeah, I think Freddie said they're like 4 in D3 right now.
Okay.
They play Bonita this week. They should win. Bonita's good. They've kind of, you know, cobbled together a good season after some injuries and stuff. But I don't think Charter Oak's very good. Don't get me wrong. Okay, please don't get me wrong.
They ain't winning D3.
Probably not. You know, look, they have a D1 quarterback. They have a Big Ten bound quarterback in Corin Berry, who's going to Purdue. They have D1 level talent in the skill spots. The question just with Charter Oak every year is when, you know, calendar turns November at the line of scrimmage. And this is the question with all the SGV teams. It's not just a Charter Oak problem. We don't have the line play. So when we do get a team, even a Damien, up in like a D2 or a D3, they just have a hard time. They can go skill for skill with a lot of teams, but line of scrimmage, you saw San Clemente take out Damien last year.
They're the San Gabriel Valley version of I always bring up these Calabasas teams when Chris Claiborne was the head coach and they had like skill and talent all over the place and just no beef up front. So they're kind of all flash, and that's just not going to get it done in the playoffs, man. It's very, very difficult to do that. What game was it last year? Didn't Charter Oak have a great year last year and was unbeaten? Didn't they, like, wasn't it Yorba Linda? Someone came to town and beat them up pretty good in the trenches. I remember. I could probably look it up.
Apple Valley, Chris Moore's team.
Maybe it was Apple Valley.
It was Apple Valley last year in the first round that beat them. That was in E3, and Apple Valley had that amazing offensive line, you remember. And they just trucked them. And that's how that goes. The year before was the 2-8 year, and I think the year before that was a 10-0 regular season. They played Yorba Linda at Yorba Linda, and I'm sorry, everyone, if I'm looking up. I have the Dodger game up here, so like I'm not looking to the skies for advice. But anyways, they played Yorba Linda on the road. That was, you know, when they had LeVar Arrington, junior and senior, if you will, or maybe it's 2 and 3.
That was all
Lamar
last year.
Arrington, the famous one, was the defensive coordinator. And he kind of talked a little crap to me on Twitter, before the game because I predicted they would lose. And they were down 21-0 in a blink of an eye against Yorba Linda. And they came back in the game. They made it a good game in the second half. But, it is what it is, out in the first round again. And Tarek, the worst record in high school football is 10-1. It means you went 10-0 in the regular season,
right, and lost.
And they're out first round.
Right,
and
right.
Nobody, I don't want to say ain't nobody calling that a success, but it's like the most bittersweet feeling in the world.
Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
I said it.
Here.
By the way, Cathedral, Tarek, 5-4 right now after a 1 and oh shit.
Okay,
Man.
He got him out though. Wow.
You got him at third?
Yeah, he got him.
Yeah, he did. Wow, that's huge. Come on, Dodgers. All right, so listen, they're 5-4 after a 1-4 start, 4-0 in league. They're going to win that league, dude. I don't know where they're going division wise, but I'd imagine 3 or 4. All right. I think you'll be like saying, "Hey, Aram, you're right." In a couple weeks, like they.
Well, you're not really okay. Hold on. Let's hold on. Don't see.
Here we go.
No. Hold on. No.
I know
this is where there's a lot of there's holes in you're not saying anything. You're not stating anything. You're not prognosticating anything. You're just simply saying, Tarek, are you going to circle back around? Tarek, are you going to take another look? Are you saying, Tarek, I think Cathedral is good. They're going to do X. You haven't said that all year long. All you've asked me to do is to relook at them, which is fair, but don't turn around on me and go, hey, dude, you're going to be the one telling me I was right. Right about what? You haven't said anything about Cathedral. So say what you want to say about Cathedral, or are you going to be smart and go, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not a team you're going to want to really bet on anything. They haven't done anything for you to have any confidence unless you're hearing things on the back channels. I'm not.
Bro, so listen, I did prognosticate, and I did tell you, I told you in our first show, I thought they would be 10 through 15 in your top 20.
You did. Okay, you said like that you thought they should be there.
Right.
Okay, but
that's
fine. Okay, that's fair. I'll kind of back off on
that.
But
number.
Since then, you haven't been like, hey, dude, they're going to get their guys back. And
Yeah, I brought that up.
Oh, God. Okay, so what are you saying they're going to do?
I think they're obviously going to win league. So
that's fine.
Is the league overwhelming this year? Is the Angeles League outstanding? I mean, St. Paul's your second place team right now, tied with Paraclete. No, St. Francis is down, Alamany's down, Pius is
bad. Cathedral's 43rd right now. So that puts us at 8,
4 or 5.
4. I'm so bad at math. 40. Okay, so 8, 24, 40. So they'd be in Division 4 potentially.
Yeah, all right. They can bang in there.
Yeah, that's a more favorable league for them. Or excuse me, division. So they could make some noise. I'll give them that. Hey man, that's like where Charter Oak, Oaks Christian, Westlake Village, Cajon. Yeah, they ain't winning that. I don't know. I don't know, man. God, now it's see, I might have. It's not that I'm gonna necessarily eat crow, but they're gonna go down in Division 4 with Division 1 guys and probably make some noise. I'm not even so sure they deserve to be down there, but I guess if you finish 6-4, that's where you're gonna end up.
Right.
So yeah, maybe they do make some noise.
Bro, are you seeing this late breaking news? Well, I don't know, late. Usually I get myself in trouble when I bring this up to you because you're like, dude, I reported that 3 hours ago.
No, what is it? The Mission Viejo stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of brought it up in Spaces. So the Kuika kid that everyone's been raving about. Remember we talked about him, and he's at Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
This other freshman is who I've been, and then someone in Spaces said that this Hansen kid was at Mission Viejo. So now Albano now reporting it. So it's not something necessarily new. I don't know anything about the Hawaii kid.
Do we need to get the money man back in here?
I'd rather not. I'd rather
Um,
not.
Little playoff. Oh, bro, do you want to plug the playoff stuff or no? Did
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just
I'll mention it right now. I'll just mention it.
listen up, kids?
I want to. I mean, I definitely. I want to wait till the game's over. God, we could go.
Okay.
We're probably gonna go into extras.
That's fine. But listen, there's 54 of you in here right now. There's only one like on the page, and that's from me. So there's 54 of you in here right now. There should be 54 likes. Please. It doesn't mean you like me. It doesn't mean you like Tarek. It just means, I don't know, you like the chat or you like the show. So please hit our likes.
Yeah, like and if you're not, if you want to chat, you just have to subscribe. It's a click of a button. Like the video. Really appreciate all you guys tuning in right now. Watching the Dodgers here, top of the ninth, 2 outs, 2 on. Come on.
For the Blue Jays, yeah. Neptune corrected.
Ground
Charter
out.
Oak
Let's
and
go. Here we
Apple.
go. Atta babe. Atta babe. Atta babe.
Bro,
Yeah.
you're seeing it so much more before I do.
Well, I was gonna say
Neptune corrected. Charter Oak, Apple Valley was D4 last year. Go on.
Okay, no, I appreciate it. Thanks for the correction. And yeah, for those that are in, listen, I am going to have the information very, very quickly on Sunday, okay? So if there are any of you out there that want to get together with your team, your buddies, or whatever, Sunday morning, I'm going to go live at around 9:40, and we will have information right, 9:59, bam, 10 o'clock, I will have that Division 1 bracket up and running. And we will go through all the brackets, and I'll do it relatively quickly because I do think there are a lot of teams and coaches and fans or what have you of those respective teams that are going to be watching. So I'm not going to leave any divisions out, and I'm not necessarily going to analyze like each matchup or anything, but I will show all the divisions that morning. So for anybody that is inclined to learn in a fun way about the bracket reveals and the playoffs and the pairings and which teams, which division your team went in, please tune in Sunday. The stream is already scheduled, so if you go to my channel here on YouTube and just go to live, you'll see the stream scheduled for Sunday morning. But point is we'll have another bracket reveal show right here on FATTAL Factor. And I know it'll be a good time. I know a lot of people will be in here. And I often get tweets and photos of teams, getting together for Sundays, on Sunday mornings watching the show. So that'll be fun. And then on top of that, Aram, I don't know if you want to share where you'll be tuning in from.
Yeah, I will be on the show, hopefully, technicals permitting, from the Fontainebleau Race and Sportsbook in Vegas. So Tarek will be at his home post right there where you see him. I will be in the sports book in Vegas, probably knee deep in NFL bets and whatever. But yeah, I will be on here as well. I think, Tarek, what you're telling them, if you guys, want some clarity, is you're probably going to hear it here first, is like what Tarek's telling you without exactly telling you. So much easier to be on YouTube, everybody. You can have this on your TV. Hopefully most of you watch us on your TV, but obviously on your phones, your laptops, whatever. You can be watching the show, and, Tarek is probably going to tell you before anybody does what division your team is in on Sunday.
The last few years,
and I think it's time to flex on that, bro.
The CIF has, granted me some nice confidence in having information so I can do the show and have
you
fun.
guys see the pattern here.
Yeah, and have the fun.
Right.
That's and look, I know other media members get fired up about it, and I totally get it. Like I'm not even, I totally get it. But I often say, like, if those media members get all fired up, it's like if the if the Southern section went to the LA Times and Spectrum, right, and went, hey, we'd love to do the reveal show, what, like Eric Sondheimer's going to be like, no, don't give me the information. No, of course, if they went to the OC Register and said, hey, Dan Albano, Steve Fryer, we want to do a reveal show. Can you do it for us? I think it'd be really fun for our section. What, they're going to say no? So someone like myself, that's something I really enjoy doing. I've always tried to have fun with my coverage, do something different, interactive, modern. Look, this is why this show's even here. So it'll be cool. They're letting me, I wouldn't say letting me. They're just cool with me doing giving that information here on FATTAL Factor, and really looking forward to doing that. So we'll go through all those brackets on Sunday morning, 9:40 a.m. All of it will drop at 10. We'll go through it, then we'll get Aram on for reacts and some fun analysis. I'm sure there'll be some snubs out there, and of course the chat will be popping. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions and so on and so forth. So
yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say is the chat will be a great place for you guys
No
to
question.
voice your pleasure or displeasure or
or
surprise
even like
whatever.
information. Like as I'm going through the brackets, it's like, hey, Tarek, this team got snubbed. I might not be able to see right away. I'll be so busy doing this and going bracket by bracket. There's information I'm not going to know right off the top of my head. So the chats can also be very informative when it comes to these things. Can we just see a walk-off banger? Come on, man. See, I don't. Why does I don't like Pawheads isn't hitting. He can't hit anything. I guess you don't really want to take him out. Like there's going to be extras and you need him for defense.
So, Mr. The Kid, is that you, Brock? That's got to be you, Brock.
Where?
Saying Cathedral will win a CIF title. That's got to be
Well,
Brock.
he's not exactly wrong if they go down to D4.
Ay, chingado.
He's not wrong. I'm not even saying that to cover my ass. I'm just saying like it's possible that they get in there. So
Brock,
after D3, it'll drop. The level drops significantly. Not that those are bad teams. It's just not. There are after Division 3.
bro, what?
Division 2 and 3, 1 through 16, anyone can beat anybody. It's where Division 4 and 5 and so on, the pairings will start to get a little lopsided and a little more predictable.
Bro, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, you buffered a little bit. Okay, so, and no one's complained about my sound tonight, which means either they're just used to me echoing, and they give up, or they're just like, whatever, or I sound good. Anyways, Brock, I'm not saying, Tarek, you should be in a group chat with Brock. By the way, Brock went off last week on that whole volleyball situation. I don't know if you saw that. Brock got a little crazy with that.
On the AB Hernandez? Is it more AB Hernandez stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised. I get it. Like I get it. We don't have to talk about it, but I totally get it.
And Freddie and him mixed it up too.
Well, that I saw. That got a little crazy.
Which is why your boy Aram will not discuss politics anymore. Now I get it, that's sports and politics. Yeah. Because it just ends up having these fights and whatnot. But anyways, Brock in our group chats and stuff, he's invented. I don't know if he just doesn't know, but he's invented a Mexican slang word. He says "jutos," like Jutos. Now, I don't know if he's thinking "joto" or "puto," but he's combined the two, and he says they're "jutos." So it's the funniest white boy thing you've ever seen.
Never heard of it. Don't know where it's coming from. People are now saying you're echoing. You're not. You're not. I will say what it could be. I mean, I don't think that's what it is. I just think it's the way it's fine. I watched back the show and you sound completely fine.
Cool.
Okay, they just walked Otani. 1 out, winning run on first. This guy steals 77% of stolen bases. That's fantastic. Oh, no.
Bro, what? He got hurt?
Oh, he got off the bag. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right.
Right as I said it, too. Golly. Well, that's not good.
Paz is horrible, man. I see Brock posted that. Yeah, Neptune, that's part of it. I have echo in here. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're out, dude.
Anyways, I think, Tarek, you're not going to take the bow, but, you've become the preeminent guy in SoCal now. And that's just the way it is, on Channel 2 on Sundays, this show, breaking every bit of high school basketball, important stuff. Most of the football. Money Man comes on this show this year. Altenberg and Ellinghaus are here after the controversy.
We got Palmer
You know,
on.
Arizona guys.
We got Palmer
Carson
on.
Palmer. Yeah, that's the last thing. So Carson Palmer comes on here, and the next thing you know, a few days later, he's on Dan Patrick's show. This is a guy that hadn't done any media that I've seen.
Oh
Okay.
no. I wouldn't give us that much credit. He's on Colin Cowherd at least once a week. No question.
Oh my God. I see. That's really bad, man. That like.
That you don't know
So
that or haven't seen it
yeah,
enough.
because
Yeah.
that's my job during the day.
Yeah, no,
Unless it's on a Tuesday or Wednesday that
and I'm
he's
not
on.
gonna say once a week. Palmer is on Colin Cowherd with a Santa Margarita like mid zip or a shirt or a hat. I combined shirt and hat, came out with shat. He's all I keep saying he's always on there. He's not always on there, but I know he's on there at least once a week. I'm willing to bet
Okay.
Aram that he's got an agent and he kind of
Yeah.
is available for these appearances as a former #1 pick, Heisman Trophy winner, NFL guy to come in and give his 2 cents. And
But see, I didn't get that sense, bro, because like I said, I work at Fox. He was on there today. It's part of my job to watch that show on FS1 because we have a ticker running on that. And I noticed today, Colin asked him about Santa Margarita, like he had no idea what was going on with Santa Margarita this season. Now, had he been on, he wouldn't have asked him, but he's like, just toward the end of the interview, Carson, what's up with Santa Margarita? How are things? And Carson, kind of explain the kind of season they're having. If he's on every week, unless they just don't talk about Santa Margarita, then how would he not know that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that he doesn't know it. I think, and look, when I say once a week, that might be hyperbole. I know I've seen him on there multiple times before. Here we are in basically November. The football season started in August. Yeah, I think it's fair to say he's been on there like maybe a handful of times since the football season started. So I just don't think he talks about Santa Margarita every time. I think they talk NFL football and maybe a little college. So that's what I think. I just that's I don't think they talk about Santa Margarita football. Well, we're going into extras, man. Oh boy. I'm gonna let this thing go another couple innings, and then I will say if it's still going, we'll kind of move on with some things. Because I don't want to wait around forever till this game is over. I got stuff to do, man. I got to get Isla up early in the morning, feed her, get her to daycare. There's stuff to do, man.
Bro, this is Mater Dei St. John Bosco week. I'm sure all of you are excited. Maybe it doesn't have the same luster that it used to have.
I think it does. What's kind of interesting about this St. John Bosco team, and I'm gonna write something about this week. I talked with Negro on Sunday. It's probably the least talked about #1 team in the country in recent memory.
It's probably the most. Really?
I'm gonna repeat that because I could tell you were distracted. It's crazy when I'm trying to talk to my co-host on our show. They have to be the least talked about #1 team in the country in recent memory.
Yeah, true. Good
now,
point.
See, okay, now that I repeated
Yeah,
it,
that I
okay,
heard.
yeah, you're right. I wasn't listening. Okay. No, it's cool. Yeah, man, I just think it's not that they don't have good players, they're just not super flashy. Man, and I think what's actually taking over the hype of this year, and you would agree, is the parity. There's so much love for the teams that are challenging, like Santa Margarita and Sierra Canyon, and Mater Dei losing is actually better news and more consumed news than St. John Bosco being the #1 team in the country and winning, which is really, really interesting. And I'll tell you right now, Jason Negro, excuse me, I think he loves that nobody's talking about him.
Yeah, I mean, still, he's got to take care of business. So, I mean, he's not going to sneak up on anyone in SoCal.
I know that, but I'm not saying he's going to sneak up on anybody, but the fact that they can almost ho-hum through the year as the #1 team because there's so many other teams kicking up dust, I think is a luxury, man. There's way less pressure.
I'm texting to find out if Carson Palmer's on that show every week.
Okay. No,
I only work there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I think it would be fair to say he's on the show 3 to 4 times a month. Yeah. I'll stick with it. I'm curious to hear what you say.
Thomas Finley brought up a good point. He said, Mark Sanchez had a weekly hit, which is 2. No, see, my guy, I told him, I said, we're talking. Hold on.
Come on, Sheehan. Come on, baby. Well, guys, thanks for joining. I mean, we're up to I really can't even believe there's 60 people in here during the World Series. So
You
thanks
guys
for
are
watching with
nuts.
us. The next goal here while Aram's texting. Ooh, a little inside. The next goal here is 1,500 subs. I'm sure you guys have experienced, though it could be a little annoying, there should be ads running during the live. I don't know if you've seen that, Aram, at all. Has the stream been interrupted with some ads here and there? I know you have it on the side. Have you noticed any?
Bro, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get any ads.
Okay, well, fair enough. So point is, look, man, you guys have helped this stream and this channel, and by the way, it's nothing I can live off of, but it's making some money. It's making some ad revenue and things of that nature. And if anyone's so inclined, and this will be the first time I've ever plugged this, and this is our 11th show, because I'm not doing this for money. But if anyone's so inclined, you can donate. You can contribute to the channel.
Yeah.
If you're on your computer or on your phone, I'm not exactly sure how to navigate it, but like in the info bar, like if you're watching and you want to get more like a description of the video or the info, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or there might be an ellipses somewhere, you can click it and then it'll say donation or whatever. You can donate to the channel or whatever, because if you like the content. Not saying you have to do it, but just letting you know that it's there. But just simply watching, liking, subscribing, that helps me because ad revenue is coming in on the channel now. And the fact that we've started to make money, even though, again, we're talking like tens of dollars here, nothing crazy. I think it is pretty remarkable that it reached an opportunity to generate revenue in just 11 episodes. I mean, that's pretty cool to me. I can't think of any, that's pretty neat.
It'll get bigger and bigger, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna get. What's gonna be interesting, Aaron, and we don't have to like go into detail about it. What about when football's over?
Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Break up with me. Go ahead.
Oh man, Chris Four coming through with the $10.
Yeah, man, that is so cool. That is awesome. And then look, there should be a little donation. It's Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura dancing. Hey, Chris, thanks for the donation, man. That was really, really cool. That's the first time we've had something like that. So thank you very much. That was awesome.
For $100, I'll shout out your, whatever, something. I'll shout something out. Anyways, I just want to finish up with the Carson Palmer thing.
Sure.
My buddy, the legend, Pete Fuertes, my superior at work, said, I don't see him weekly, but I know he makes regular appearances.
Okay.
So if Pete don't know, nobody knows. So there we have it. Okay. And that's Carson Palmer. Bro, what?
Base hit down the right field. Dude,
They're going to score?
No, he's not going to. They sent him. What an idiot. What an idiot.
We hose him?
Yeah, we hosed him.
We hosed him by a mile. Now let's win this fucker, right?
Sent him. Golly. I mean, I don't know.
You're trying to win this
I'm not a baseball guy, but the way that guy was running, that guy ain't no track star. I'll tell you that much. And you're going to send him? It wasn't even close. Oh,
bro,
dude.
Let's win this right here.
Oh,
man, this is turning out to be a total
Ramirez. Steve Ramirez is rounding third faster than that.
Oh, Stevie and Kirk in a race would be good. Wow, that was nice.
Okay, so someone's bringing up like can't wait for the b-ball and baseball talk. I tell you what, man, look, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, everyone knows I'm a basketball guy, and Aaron, I'm not saying you can't be on the show, and I'm also not saying you have to be here every week, or if you want to make the occasional appearance. whatever, or just let me go at it during the I got zero issues with that. I really I don't think you have to be here every Monday for the rest of the year. But basketball, I'm curious what the audience is going to be, because I think it will change. I think the viewership will die down a little bit, which is okay. Basketball is it's a different animal, and I will say that I get it. There's so much going on in a week, so there'll be more to recap and look forward to, because there's so many more games and matchups and more news kind of happening with high school basketball, and I'm not kidding, man. Aram, as much as we think there's talent in high school football here in Southern California, God, the basketball might actually be better when it comes to actual stars here in Southern California.
Top line, yeah.
Oh man, it is.
And they don't stay here, right?
Good.
For college.
Say that again.
They go to Duke, they go to Kansas. They don't
You're
stay
saying like
here,
the
right?
type of guys where they go to school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the type of guy you're referring to doesn't really go to UCLA or USC, right?
Yeah, actually, I mean, Elijah Arenas' kids at USC, that's a good get, but Trent Perry, who was a state player of the year at Harvard Westlake when they won back-to-back Open Division State Championships, he ended up going to UCLA. But yeah, Nick Kamenia, McDonald's All-American, Duke. There's Sierra Canyon guys right now that are got Kansas and North Carolina, Duke,
right,
and all those big time, all those big time ACC,
Kentucky.
All of them. So that's how good the basketball is here. So anyway, we'll get to that here in November. That basketball season starts November 18th, I think. So look, man, just be prepared as we're going through high school football playoffs. There will be a little hoops, and I don't know, man. Maybe just a little. Maybe there's a puncher's chance that my knowledge of the high school hoops might draw you in to pay attention to it just a little bit more, because I can guarantee you that no disrespect to the SGV, which is, I know, is where you reside, it's where you live, it's where your heart is, but man, the basketball there is just not that good.
Unless you're talking Damien.
My statement.
Don't they have that 7-footer?
My statement stays intact. Garcia's done.
What do you mean done? He
graduated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's at Cal Baptist or something like that.
Oh, all right. Okay, so bro, we could also go full paid state and be like talking college football literally every day of high school football in this case, every day of the year. But yeah, Coach Four said, there would be some coaching carousel to talk about for football. That would be topical.
Okay. So no. Okay. Sorry. No. Thank you. And not to interrupt. You're right. Okay. So for 1000%, as December rolls around and jobs open up, 1000%, we will be talking coaching carousel. And then I think in the spring, look, January and February, it's going to be hoops. Then February is playoffs. March is when basketball ends, state championship stuff. I'm not saying that there won't be high school football talk during those months, especially in March, because that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we won't talk baseball, but I'm telling you right now, baseball will not be a huge part of this show. High end baseball will, but it will not be a filler like it is now for football and basketball. We'll touch on baseball, but I think during the spring we will be talking more football, maybe some recruiting, maybe there's some spring stuff, maybe there'll be transfers. There's always players that finish the fall semester and then transfer for the second semester, quarterbacks, things of that nature. But yes, there will be a coaching carousel, and I do expect some programs to shift in which direction they're going.
Bro, who is Gene Roebuck? Does he play for La Mirada?
Yeah, Gene Roebuck's the top. Okay. He's one of the top juniors in the country. He's old, but he's a very, very good player. Yes. La Mirada, I would say the best SGV coverage area teams for Freddie are La Mirada, Pasadena, and Arcadia. I actually think I'd give them the slight nod over Damien this year. All those three teams. Pasadena's got a kid named
he just signed somewhere, right?
Yeah, Irving. I can't think of his first name right now. Someone will put it in the chat. Irving. He's going to Texas A&M. Don't go crazy when I say this, but he's kind of like a Victor Wembanyama of high school. He's not 7'3" or 7'6" or whatever the hell tall he is, but he's like this 6'11", gangly, long-armed player that can like shoot threes, dribble a little bit. He's going to be pretty special if he can keep working and getting better. But he's really talented. He goes to Pasadena. You got La Mirada, Randy Ornios runs a really good program. Roebuck's the guy, and then Arcadia is pretty good too. So there'll be another team. I think those are the top 3 teams. La Habra's actually is La Habra SGV team.
So La Habra, La Mirada,
Fringe.
they're not even Whittier.
But
I mean,
Fred
they're
always
Whittier
includes them.
Daily News schools, like in Whittier Daily News coverage, but they're not that city. They're a little further out than Whittier, or further south in La Mirada's case.
But
La Mirada would be like further down the 5. Like it's a neighboring city to Whittier. Does that make sense?
yes, no, I understand that, but I was saying, but Fred covers them.
Yes.
So it's part of the coverage area, is what I'm saying. Yeah, see, I know La Habra's like on the fringe. I want to say that Fred, I mean, Steve Ramirez, if he's in here, would tell us. Doesn't La Mirada get covered by Fred and his...
Yeah.
Okay, so then, La Habra's pretty good too. They got a decent little guard. Like, they're okay. But, and St. Gabriel Academy won a state championship last year. Also very good.
Foreign exchange students.
So, they got some dudes. So that'll be, basketball will be fun, man. And then Sierra Canyon, Harvard, Westlake, Notre Dame. I mean, you're talking about some of the best teams in the country right here in the Valley.
Bro, are you coming for the Damien, the Classic?
Yeah, I'll be at the Classic. I'm there every year. I go to the Hoop Hall Classic in Springfield, Mass. every year.
Wow. But that's because you're like a Massachusetts guy, Boston,
Right. I went to school at Springfield College where the event is, and I could always make, it's basically going back to my old stomping grounds. But I like going there too, Aram, because I can always say, like, man, I saw Cooper Flagg play. I saw D'Angelo Russell play. I've seen Karl Anthony Towns play. I've seen all those guys, man. I've seen Cam and Caden Boozer play all in person, man. So that's what that Hoop Hall Classic does, man. You see all the best players under one roof. Oh, he got hit. Let's go.
Man on, one out. I know all of you are watching this at home, like good kids.
Here we go. Canes and hats. Go ahead. Sorry, this guy's...
Yeah, I'm just saying, it would be nice if the Dodgers could walk this thing off right here.
Okay, City of Palms. Okay, Peach Jam Classic. I'm not super familiar with those events. Peach Jam Classic. Is that in Georgia? I will say the Chipotle Nationals. The one thing I will say about the Chipotle Nationals is a SoCal team will never be in them. Yeah, the Chipotle now. This is what's weird about the southern section. They don't allow any of the membered schools to go and compete in national events once the season's over. So Chipotle would never invite, like last year they wouldn't have invited like Roosevelt, but they'll go as a different entity. They've played in stuff in like Brooklyn and New York and stuff, but yeah, Chipotle Nationals no would be the answer. I'm not too familiar with the other events.
Still can't get over Carson Palmer's on the herd regularly. Again, it must be on my days off,
Yeah.
man.
So I mean,
Tuesday and Wednesday.
So it's okay. I mean, so basically, like I was right. He's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen him on there, man, and I'm really glad he came on. Shout out to Carson Palmer. That was really cool. Look, I mean, like I think it's fair. Not like a guy that's like got a ton of energy. But he was a really great interview, and I think he was really enjoying himself, Aram, because every time we asked him a question, the guy would go long answering. It's not like he didn't want to be here. He was really into it. I wish maybe he didn't know us. I wish maybe he was a little more comfortable, but yeah, maybe in time. I think I'll run into him again. I'm really interested to see how that Division I bracket falls. Because there's going to be some great. There'll be a great first round. There'll be one or two great first round matchups in Division I, and then the semis will be really, really, really good.
Championship game November 28th at the Rose Bowl.
Correct.
I will be there. I think I will anyways. I've asked for the night off. Tarek, I don't want to speak for you, but I know you're planning to be there as well.
I'll be there.
So that'll be really fun, I think. Brock, I hope you'll be there. I know there's other championships that night, so it is what it is. Bro, I saw a picture from the last time they played there. We talked about this a little bit in Spaces on Friday. The, the announced attendance was 17,000 last time Bosco and
Yeah, it
Mater
was
Dei
like
played.
16. It was just under. It was just under 16,000, like 15,900 something.
Right. Okay, so I saw a picture, and I get it. The Rose Bowl is very big.
Yeah.
You know,
It was basically like the kind of like the first 30 or like 30 rows on each sideline were pretty good sizable people.
the Mater Dei side of the stadium, just maybe they sat people on both sides, but it looked like all Mater Dei. All right, hold on. We got a single here by Tio Oscar. The Mater Dei side, man. I mean, I know there may have been 5,000 people there. It just looks so tiny at that place.
Yeah, I have a photo of it with a decent crowd. I mean, again, yeah, 16,000 in a place that holds what, 80?
Yeah.
It is
No.
gonna look pretty
Yeah.
small.
Well, I mean, it holds over 100 actually, but I mean, if you're talking UCLA games, I think with the and it's so sad to see the UCLA games. Those big banners or whatever that are covering seats because they can't sell those. Such a joke. Yeah.
Last thing, Canes, Cats, Heat. Yeah, okay, Peach Jam. The Peach Jam. That's what I figured. Peach Jam. That's like in the summer. Obviously that's over, so that really has nothing to do with what's going on here this basketball season. But
Oh man.
let's see what Edmund does here.
Dodgers just flew out.
Okay. Oh,
This game's a classic, Tarek.
What? This is a classic?
Yeah, the World
yeah,
Series.
you know what? Speaking of classics, let me show you guys something. 1 second. Watch this. This is gonna relate. Hold on. You guys can actually probably hear me as I'm walking away. I'm gonna show you guys something on the back end here. Actually, you know what? Well, I'll just grab it. Okay, this. 1 second.
If you never try, you will never know. Think about that,
like
mommy.
this.
If you never
And
try, you
remember
will
this.
never know.
So I forgot what year it was. Well, maybe it'll say on here. 2018. So in 2018, the Dodgers played. Am I right? Or was it? I know it says World Series. Okay, I don't want to butcher this. I don't want anyone to jump all over me. But the Dodgers, I think, played the Red Sox in the World Series in 2018. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, my wife, Bree, has a friend that works at Fox, and she's in like advertising and stuff like that. So she got tickets, and it just so happened to be the game at Dodger Stadium, and it went 18 innings. And Bree got a ball from the game. So I've got a World Series ball here that's like in my man cave. I'll even pan over. Let's see if I can pan over and show you guys. This is kind of like, I've got some bobbleheads right there, a World Series Dodgers towel. Even if I pan up real quick, this is going to throw you guys for a loop. I've been to 2 Olympics. So up there is memorabilia from the 2008 Beijing Olympics and the 2012 London Olympics. Different like little figurines and like toys, a pair of tickets. I actually went and saw USA Basketball. I went with Drew Holiday to go. So for London, I'm not a flex, just an honest thing. I'm friends with Drew Holiday, and his wife at the time was playing for USA Soccer. So we got to go watch the gold medal match. But anyway, here's some, which was really cool, in London, 2012, which was, I think they beat Japan. So anyway, I've got some Olympic memorabilia here from being at the Olympics in 2008, 2012. Pretty cool. And then down here is this 2008 World Series towel and the ball that Bree got.
On the other feed, but watching the live stream, I was like, dude, I can't see what you're pointing to, but yeah, on the live stream, I see it.
Yeah. Hold on, let me make sure you're here. You should be good. I see you. You're good. You might have cut out. I'm gonna bring you down. Oh yeah, I lost him. Let's see if we can get him back. I think we need to, like, this. I can't believe this game is still going. Who was the best basketball player you played against in high school? Me, myself, man. I didn't play that many great players, to be honest with you. Aram, hold on. I'm going to bring you back. I got you, buddy. Okay, you should be. You're good now. Yeah, someone's asked me who the best player I played in high school. I mean, it would have to be the Holidays. Drew and Justin Holiday. I played them in a summer at LMU, and Drew was so good he was shooting 3-pointers with his left hand. And if anybody actually is a basketball like junkie, Drew kind of almost preferred doing things with his left hand. He was actually a great left-handed dunker, if you can believe it. So anyway, yeah, that's the answer to your question.
We got Sheehan in the game right now, which means pins and needles, Dodger fans.
No. He got through he got through his other.
Yeah, we got
last inning. He did all right. Oh, I lost you, Aram. I keep losing you, dude. This isn't good, man. Okay, I got you back now. I lost you again for a second.
Yeah, I saw the whole feed go. Yeah, Kershaw warming up is concerning, dude.
Yeah, that's what's sad is you see Kershaw warming up and you think, uh-oh.
Yeah, and it's like you can't be mad, you know?
Let's see. We got a couple people in the chat. Yeah, Red Sox 2018. Appreciate everyone's like confirming. Beautiful. 18-inning game. LOL. Yep. Okay, good. So I was on the money. Today is the anniversary of that game. No way. Yeah. I gotta tell my wife. She'll get a kick out of that. I flew from Florida that night, watched the first inning while taking off, watched the last out on my couch. Wow. Oh, man, that's fantastic.
Brock, were you calling people Hutos in that game?
Shea Cotton. He was a man-child, literally.
Yep,
that's what they called him. All right, Aram, I don't know, man. What do we, do we just keep chilling here with the Dodger game? I mean, what do we, I feel like, obviously we're just kind of trying to bide time here.
Yeah, so officially, I guess you're taking St. John Bosco?
I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, if we just want to talk about it, let's just do that. Let's talk about a couple of games coming up. Yeah, I mean, for me, and we don't have to go too deep on these, for me, it's Bosco. They're the team playing the better ball on both sides. But I will say this, Jason Negro told me on Sunday, he goes, I'm watching a lot of film, and he goes, I think Mater Dei is still very good. He goes, if he made a good point. He goes, against Corona Centennial, if they don't fumble 1,000 times, they probably win the game by 2 scores.
Right.
Okay, probably right, coach. Then the other one, he goes, there was probably, he said, I think 2 or 3, 2 for sure, 1 at the very end for sure. But he said there were probably 2 or 3 deep balls that Mater Dei threw against Santa Margarita where the wide receiver was wide open and got missed. He goes, if one of those gets connected, they're winning the game. They're undefeated. We're not having this discussion. So he's talking about like butt hairs, basically, where this is a different season for Mater Dei. So he's saying we are definitely not taking them lightly. And he also said this. He said, in the film I've watched, it's obvious to me that unfortunately Mater Dei tends to play down to its competition. He goes, what that means is when they show up on Friday, they're going to play up to us. We are going to get a national championship level team in Bellflower on Friday. And so I thought, okay, well, that's good insight. So, anyway, I thought that was good insight. And I do expect it to be a good game. And I would not be surprised. I do think St. John Bosco is going to win. I would not be surprised if somehow Mater Dei pulls off a victory.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. The matchup here is the Mater Dei receivers on that St. John Bosco secondary. And can the QB get them the ball if they do find space, if they do have opportunities for the plays? I think St. John Bosco, you're not going to run on them if you're Mater Dei. So they are going to need big plays in the pass game. So that means, I don't know, lean on Bowman, try and get the ball to the stud receivers on the outside if you can. I don't know. I just when I look at games, Tarek, I try and find paths to victory. Mm-hmm. And Bosco just seems to have more paths to victories here. There's an outside. I don't want to say and embarrasses Mater Dei, but this is that kind of game. It has that kind of feel where they could send like an outsized message. And and make a statement here. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think so too. I think the team that's got the listen, St. John Bosco has more of an identity that I think is deeper rooted than Mater Dei right now, and so that could show on Friday. I think that's very, very possible. Bosco comes in and maybe embarrasses Mater Dei. I don't know. I don't know, but it's very possible. Yeah, people are asking me if it's televised. Yeah, it is a televised game. It's on Spectrum, also on NFHS, of course. Gabe giving us a little shout out saying this is a vibe, so he's enjoying what we're doing. Basically,
Is that a good thing in young people parlance or a bad?
What?
Being a vibe.
Yeah, we're a vibe. Like, he basically is complimenting our kind of chill, welcoming nature right now, which I think is what he's talking about, because we're kind of talking about nothing. We got the Dodger game on. We're meandering through high school football stuff. I'm over here talking about the Olympics. I mean, it's like we're kind of throwing it around here, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna take Bosco, of course, just because from the and don't forget, I listen every so often. I'll kind of toot my own horn only because I think it's necessary. Don't forget, earlier in the year, before Mater Dei lost their first game, I put St. John Bosco at 1 over Mater Dei. Just full well looking at things and going, hey, this team is better. They are playing better football, and
Yeah.
and then they lost that, and then Mater Dei lost that next week. So for me, Bosco's been the better team all year long. I wouldn't pick against them.
Now, who's the honey over to the right behind home plate in the gray pants, white top?
I don't know.
Oof.
I
Anyone
don't
got
know.
any intel on
I
that?
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, FATTAL FACTOR after dark. Bro, you don't feel me on that whole this thing gets out of hand and Bosco embarrasses Mater Dei if they can. They make like a crazy statement, and people are just like, man, Mater Dei just like worse than I thought, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is I think there is a like a path to St. John Bosco winning so heavily that maybe it sends Mater Dei spiraling a little bit, but I don't know. Listen, Negro to me is a classy dude. So, in regards to being a football coach, not rubbing it in, so on and so forth. So, I don't see that happening if it's not within reason of the game. I don't think he's gonna just run up a score. But who knows, man? Against Mater Dei, maybe that's the exception.
Vinu says, Pink Hat, I see you, Aram. Yes, that is right, Vinu. Okay, can we get this dude on, man?
Who?
The
Yeah. You're talking about Kike on first base. Got it.
Yeah, because I want to see Otani with a duck on the pond. Oh my God, he swung at ball 4.
Dang. The other game I wanted to talk about Rancho Chino Hills. I mean, does Chino Hills really win that game? I don't. What do you know about that game? Because I think the element of surprise is simply gone after they beat Damien.
So here's the thing. This is and Kike makes an out. Okay. This is the thing. Can Chino Hills back-to-back weeks beat a Damien and a Rancho? 8 quarters with the best 2 teams in your league with legitimate D2 type teams. Can they do that? Is there enough in the tank for that? I don't think so. I think Rancho wraps this thing up on its own. Yeah,
I do too, and that's why I didn't jump all over them for my top 25. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but there was a couple people that chimed in on the Chino Hills not being in top 25 after beating Damien, and I just thought, let's see what they do against Rancho, and they'll if that matters to them, they'll get it if they win on Friday. That would be a big time win, man. That would be a great 2-week stretch for them to beat Damien and Rancho. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a great piece, but right.
Can we get an Otani solo shot right here and just?
I don't think they'll even pitch to him.
No, they won't. Can we get a Betts 2-run blast?
They walked him.
Is Betts batting second?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Oof.
Come on, man. Don't steal. Just hit him over.
Tarek, we have David in the chat saying Moore Park is back to being good.
Moore Park is back to being good again. Well, I know they got a new coach in Christian Dearborn, who's a really, really good dude. And I am not surprised that they're back to their winning ways. Last time Moore Park was good. Here's a little quiz, little trivia for you, Aram. Last time Moore Park was good, who was their best player? It's actually kind of obvious.
It was a QB.
No.
Are you saying it's that defensive end
No.
that transferred there? No.
No. You might not get it, but he's one of the NFL's best wide receivers now.
Someone help me here.
Oh, it's gonna come in the chat here in a second.
Someone throw me a lifeline.
Come on, base hit. This is what I'm talking about, dude. Come on. Come on, dude.
Drake London, Young Gabriel.
Yeah.
Young Gabriel's a machine, dude.
Yeah, but a lot of people knew that, though, dude.
2038 FATTAL Factor, hosted by Young Gabriel.
Young Gabriel. He's going to get his chance, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get his chance. Gabe, how old are you now?
Dude, he just turned like 21 last year. And Young Gabriel, I saw.
Yeah, my guess is going to be 22. But yeah, maybe he's still 21.
Yeah, I saw in the chat that he said, Aram, you need to take me to Vegas, show you the way. I would love to hang out with you in Vegas. I'm not sure I know the way, though. Like, I'm not sure I'm the guy for that because I'm pretty boring in Vegas. Like, I'm just in the race and sports book all day.
Did Tony hurt himself?
I don't think so. But I don't drink. I don't party. I don't go to strip clubs and all that stuff. So if you're looking for that experience, you know, I'm sure you have other friends that will drop that. But if you just want to be a
22.
Sportsbook bum, I'm the guy to hang out with.
Man. Keep doing what you're doing, dude. You'll be just fine.
Tarek, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, okay, good. All right.
I'll tell you. If I lose you or you get dropped, I'll tell you. Dude, Otani like pulled up here. They keep showing him. He's got, and then the trainer came out. He's got like he just strained a calf or something. Injury delay. Look. Come on, Freddie.
No, bro, he's all right. Can Freeman end this? Can we just drop one in here and end this? I think the reason Otani's stretching like that, Tarek, is he's got to score from second.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Young Gabe went to St. Paul. I even know that. We don't got to ask him.
Fuck. Bro, this game, man. I don't know, everybody.
Do we just turn on the? I think we got to go to the. Well, I know what we're doing. We're gonna go to the fight this morning. We're gonna listen to that, and if anything happens in the Dodger game, we'll stop.
Do they bring in Kershaw?
Oh God, I hope not.
I hope not.
Okay, let me find this thing. Aram. I'm gonna go to the Aram, can you see the screen? Probably not. Let me
I can
monitor. I got you now. Okay,
yeah.
let me okay, here we go. Okay, play recording. Let's do this. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to. Okay, you guys are just gonna hear it. I'm not gonna. Well, kind of like put it like over here. I'll just kind of do this, like a little, do like that. Okay. All right. Play recording.
I
think it's like the 40-minute mark.
Except that Charter Oaks, futility in the playoffs goes back further than
Aram,
those
can you
two
hear that?
teams is the point.
No.
And that was,
okay,
and
well,
it goes back to
but I've heard
the divisions were being done differently. So again, like I say, I go back to Rio Hondo.
It's so funny.
Of those three teams, Charter Oaks.
No,
the
you're
only
just
one
saying,
that's
like,
played in a championship
I don't need,
game
like,
over
you've
the
heard
last
it. You're
3
right.
years. So
And what division was that,
does it
Freddie?
matter? When Northview was in it?
Yes, it does. They were 2-8 that year and lucked into a division.
It doesn't matter, Aram. That's the way it's built.
It does matter.
They have had more playoff success than Northview and Damien over the last 3 years.
Chat, can you guys hear that okay?
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, now go, again, pull that back further. Go back the next 5 or whatever. My point was, I think since 2019, again, their only playoff wins have come in that year when they were in D8 or D9 or whatever that was, where they went 2-8 and made it to the finals. Other than that, where's the playoff success? You could say, well, it's because of the division, it's because of this, it's because of that. But there's now
I think they can hear
6-7
it
years
Yeah,
of
I hear
data,
it.
Fred.
It's all good.
And you're not using those 6-7 years to judge Northview or Damien, are you? You're just using the last 3 to judge Northview and Damien. Because if you went back further than 3 years, you would see that Charter Oak, those teams have more success than Charter Oak in their respective divisions.
Not Damien. Well, you can't say that about Damien. Damien's had
Northview
seasons. Northview, I'd have to look back. They won the one Division 10 title, but again, they've been in much lower divisions than Charter Oak during that span. Also,
I don't understand why this is so difficult to understand, man.
You don't understand what these.
Yeah, I understand one thing: the bottom line, just like everybody else.
Great line.
Success today leads you into just other teams who are just like you success. And you look at some of the teams we talk about that have had a lot of success. San Gabriel's been as successful in the postseason as anyone over the last 2 years.
So when Charter Oak was facing 5-6 Diamond Ranch in the CIF finals, that was fine. That was okay. But now that the divisions are done properly, we can't handle it. And Freddie's cool with that. Freddie's saying,
I'm telling you, they're not. It's not that they're cooling off or not playing their best football. When they ran into Yorba Linda when they were 10-0 3 years ago, that was 10-0 versus 10-0. Are you telling me they cooled off playing Yorba Linda, who went on to win the whole championship?
They were down 21-0 after they got off the bus, Fred. Do you remember the game?
Are you telling me that's cooling off, though? That's cooling off.
They were down 21-0 in the first quarter to Yorba Linda. Yeah, that's cooling off. That's we can't handle being properly divisioned.
Going to play the eventual divisional champion who's 10-0 in the first round, losing that game. If that's cooling off to you, that's cooling off. I guess so.
What was Charter Oak's record going into that game,
10-0.
Fred? Right. And what was Yorba Linda's?
10-0.
Right. So they were equally matched. They were in the proper division, and they were down 21-0 in the blink of an eye.
Charter Oak laid an egg.
They lay one every year. That's my point.
10-0 against 10-0. I guess that's laying an egg. You're right. That's what you think laying an egg is.
Fred, do you judge everything off the regular season? I mean, what do you consider success? Do you consider a success the regular season and stop there?
I do today. Today, I think regular season success. I think Damien was the best team in the San Gabriel Valley last year. I think even though they lost in the first round of the Division II playoffs, it was one of the most successful seasons in Damien history. One of the best teams. I think the year Charter Oak went 10-0 and they lost in the first round, that was one of Charter Oak's best teams since the Lou Farrar teams that won 3 championships in a row. I thought that team in any other years is built for a championship. I thought Northview last year was maybe the best team that Northview has ever had. And they had to go play Long Beach Poly in the first round. And so to me, that was a real successful season last year, even though they won in the first round. If you want to flip that and say to me that Pioneer, who won the Division 14 title, had a more successful season than Northview last year, or Charter Oak when they went 10-0, or Damien last year, go ahead and make that argument. You're fine to do it. They had more success, quote unquote, in the postseason, but you're not going to sell me that.
So, okay, so could I sell you that if the Dodgers win their division and go into the playoffs and lose in the well, I'm just telling you in sports, we judge success on the postseason. We judge and it's sports, Fred. So you're basically saying high school football and specifically Charter Oak are the only place we don't judge. We don't include the postseason when we determine success. You're basically saying regular season is
Aaron,
all
you
that
gotta-
matters. This is the only sport where it's the only thing that
Here, Aaron,
matters.
if you want to hear it, I'll mute you.
No. I brought up the playoffs. Pick any postseason, Fred. If the Lakers lose in the first round, is the season a success?
The Lakers now it's the NBA.
Yeah, I'm
No,
talking
no,
sports because
not
you are
sports.
basically
Sports.
telling everybody
Yes,
out
it's
there
sports.
that high school football and Charter Oak specifically are the only teams where you don't count the playoffs
I
when
don't
you
anymore.
determine success.
Not with these kind of playoff divisions. I don't anymore. I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't. I think I just laid it out.
Really?
Was Pioneer.
Yeah, okay, so when Bishop Amat wins D6 in 4 weeks, you're not going to call that a success?
Pioneer season more impressive than Northview's last year.
For them, yeah. When Bishop Amat's in the semifinals in D5 in 3 weeks, Fred, are you going to call that a success? Are you going to call that a success?
Well, Pioneer, yes, not more successful than Northview. Nope.
Again, with Bishop Amat's in the semifinals in 3 weeks, Fred, in a lower division, are you going to call that a success? Because I'm going to remind you of that in these spaces. I will remind you when you're talking about, oh, Bishop Amat's turned it around now. This Bishop Amat program's coming up because they're in the D5 semifinals. I'm going to remind you, hey, Freddie, that's just because these divisions suck.
I've been very honest, even through the playoffs, all the way to the end, how I feel about them. I recognize these teams are going to play by the rules, and congratulations if you win those lower division championships, but you're not going to sell me what you just sold me right now, that Pioneers Division 14 championship was more impressive than what Northview did last year. You're not going to sell me that. And I'm not going to.
Well, let me ask you something. What will people remember 10 years from now? Will they remember Pioneers Championship? Does that go on the walls of the gym?
Point.
Does that go up as a banner?
I think they'll remember it, but it wasn't more impressive.
Yeah, I do too.
And
I mean,
Both
because just 10 minutes ago you were talking about how great Charter Oak's 2-8 team was when they won, you know, when they made a final. And you're saying that counts as playoff success. You're just moving your argument all over the place, Fred.
I was using your words against you. They went to a championship game. So by your standards,
no, you're not. You're just moving the goalposts around to try and make a point.
By your standards, that Charter Oak, when they went to the finals that year, that was one of they had one of the better seasons that year of all the teams.
By anyone's standards, in any sports, the success of the season is judged by what you do in the postseason, Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, if you continue to have great regular seasons and fail in the postseason, nobody calls that a success.
Yeah, I've changed my line of thinking on that since they've gone to these divisional formats. For me, I have.
Good God. Okay, well, I can tell you last year's Bonita Charter Oak game wasn't in the playoffs. Am I right about that?
No. They I just explained it to you. They handled them, and it wasn't even close last year.
Right. Okay, so
I think that's it. Is there more?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Okay.
we go into the game now.
The only thing that I think you brought up that would be interesting for you to now have to like lay in the bed you made was if a team like Amont slips down into a really low division and wins a CIF title, what then say you?
What didn't say me? I think it's a success. It's Freddie that has the problem there.
No, I mean that's cool. So what Fred's saying is, listen, winning a CAF title, you're right. That gets remembered more. There's no one's gonna go, oh, the Northview team, you know, they went 10-0 and had to play Long Beach Poly, which actually is kind of an interesting story that I think will be remembered. But there's no question that Pioneer Championship, the banner is gonna live in that gym as long as the school's there. That's pretty cool. However, I do think there's an element of a team that shouldn't be, we've talked about this already, there's a team that shouldn't be competing in a level too low, man, and what you write home after that, I don't know, there's something about it that doesn't taste so good. especially for a program like Amat. But we'll have to see. They ain't winning anything. They're not winning a CF championship, so I don't think it's anything you have to worry about. Or
That's harsh,
for that
bro.
matter. Amat's not winning. Amat, you think is going to win a CF championship?
They ain't winning anything. It's just the way you said it was really funny.
I mean, they're not win. I don't think they're going to win a CAF championship this year, and that's not even. That's like low hanging fruit. Like that's not. They really are one dimensional offense. They really can only run the ball. So you got a team that knows how to stop the run. They're going to have a hard time beating anybody in the playoffs.
Yeah. So I have to say to my girl Miriam listening in Brazil, yes, Brazil.
Wow.
I'm very sorry you had to hear me like that. But yeah, that's how crazy we get. And a lot of people like that have the background. A lot of people that have the background, like on me and Freddie, remember like going back, like I said earlier in the show, 15 years or so. We would argue like that all the time. So it's not anything new. Fred's my boy. I just, I think really at his core, he just hates this system. He's kind of said in other talks about it, like it rewards mediocrity. And I get it. There's a couple dynamics to the system that are really bad. That are really bad looks. One of them is, teams that are like 10-0 that are 16 seeds and get a road game and lose. That doesn't sit well with people. Can we get this out? No. Oh no. And then the second one is teams that, kind of, I don't want to say luck into a division, but, backdoor, if you will, into a division, a lower division than they usually are in, and win it all. People just and meanwhile, the team that finished ahead of them by a spot or two in league is out in the first round. People don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's where I think they need to make the change. They need to make a drop threshold. This guy's going to be safe. The Dodgers are in trouble here. I mean, it's... Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not even close, but yeah. And also they need to find, did he keep his foot on the bag?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I mean... The runner did, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a safe all around. This is a problem.
They're asking what's going to happen to Sarah. I'm going to say I'll take Sarah in that game, honestly.
I did too. I took Sarah because I think that win last week was a shot in the arm over Notre Dame. So
Sarah's got tremendous defense.
Tremendous
defense. They are more inept offensively than Amat. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but I think Sarah might have have more big plays. And I think we agree. Remember that week 0 game, you and I both looked at each other. Amat doesn't really have like big play potential except for that one player, and that's Ryan Salcedo. And I just don't think Sarah's going to let that happen. And no one, I'm telling you, man, Fred's going to be, I'm going to text Fred to make sure he finds out. Is Fred going to the game? Or no, he's going somewhere else?
Yeah, he'll be there Friday, yeah.
Okay, so he needs to go. Dude, I'm telling you, the guy for Sarah up front that's going to Ohio State, I'm drawing a blank on his name, man. Gabe will know if he's still in here. He is every bit of just a brick house. And I don't think Sarah has anything for that, dude. He is a monster up front. Kari Wilder. Oh right. My gosh, dude. He's going to play on Sundays. Man. He is just
didn't Sarah play Sierra Canyon tougher? I mean, 30-0 loss.
Remember, this is cramp gate. Let's not forget that's what happened.
Yeah.
But yes, the problem with Sarah is they were Sarah had no pass completions the whole game against Sierra Canyon. Remember?
Right.
Very, very, very inept offensively, like to a really bad level. That's why they've been so bad. When was the last time you saw Sarah Gardena 0-3 in the Mission League? That's how bad they are offensively.
Right.
Defensively, they should
put up 35 last week.
Say that again?
put up 35 last week.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
know if some of that came on defense,
Yeah,
but
some of so there you go. There's like you said, a shot in the arm, or maybe they figured something out. But Almont, I think Cerro should beat Almont. Not should, but I think they will. I think they will beat Almont on Friday. Clayton Kershaw.
bro, isn't this like the classic Altenberg spot too? I mean, he's like dangerous in this kind of spot. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know about classic, but that dude's such a veteran coach, man. I just wouldn't be surprised. And I think it's possible Sarah will be high enough. They're in danger, man. They might not make the playoffs. I don't know. They got to be careful. They're going to be an at-large team. I don't think they're going to get an auto qualifier unless a win on Friday. So if they win on Friday and beat Amat, they'll be third. Yeah. So okay, there you go. So they'd be 2-3 with a tie against Alma and get the tiebreaker.
Unless Chaminade loses to Notre Dame, right? And then it's a 4-way second place, third place tie,
Yeah,
correct?
something like that. Yeah, something like that. That sounds
And
about right.
Freddie thought that Chaminade winning that game was like in the bank. Steve Ramirez brought up a good point, though. What does Chaminade have to play for? I'm not saying they're going to go out and tank, but they don't have anything to play for. They're going to have a playoff spot locked up. It actually helps them to lose the game, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it helps them, but
Well, it's going to drop them division-wise.
yeah, maybe. I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just don't think they're gonna do that. But yes. And I'll tell you, and that's a good point. Notre Dame, Chaminade, those are two Valley teams. They know each other. That game could get a little dicey. So yeah, there's no guarantee. But Chaminade's clearly playing better football right now. I would argue Chaminade's playing some of the best high school football in all of Southern California. They've won 4 of the last 5 games, and their only loss came against Sierra Canyon. It's like it almost doesn't even count. And they beat Amat 35-0. And then Amat beat Notre Dame. It's just Chaminade should win the game.
Right.
I don't know what's going on over at Notre Dame. The wheels fell off over there. So they put in Clayton Kershaw with the bases loaded, tied 5-5. Oh my gosh, dude, this is scary. 3-2. I say we
What, bro?
I mean, dude, we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. I say we go to the 2-hour mark and then just call it 15 minutes. Okay?
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's fine, bro. Bro, can he get this out, please? Please?
I appreciate everybody hanging out, though. I mean, we've had a steady 40, 50 people in here the whole night, and that's wild to me. So, really, that's a feather in our cap. So, thank you, everybody, for hanging out and just kind of chilling with us.
Love you guys.
That's really what this is. We really haven't done anything of substance, if we're being honest.
You multi-devisers.
I really was thinking, like, okay, the game would end, then we would kind of get a little more serious, but this is it's too distracting.
This is friendship, bro.
Friendship. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. Come on, dude. I'm almost afraid to look at.
He's thrown him 1 ball and 1 strike with the 3-2.
I'm afraid to look at the.
I give him meat right down the middle, and if he hits it, he hits it. What are you gonna do? Oh, Tarek, bro.
We're good. We're good. The game cast. The game cast has it.
Can we walk this off? Give Kershaw the win, please. Thank you, Canes. Appreciate that, buddy. Besides Larry Bluestein, I don't know who that is, but we'll take it. Bro, they got to walk it off right here, right? I don't know about your neighborhood, Tarek, but do the fireworks go off when the Dodgers win?
Nah.
Okay, so it's got to be a hood thing.
Yeah,
They go off here.
Yeah, nah, I can't
They go
say.
off here, man.
I think when the World Series or like when the Rams win the Super Bowl, I think I heard a couple things like, yeah, when the fat lady sings, I think we hear some things out there, but no, one World Series win, probably not. Or one game win in the World Series. And I'm trying to think of what else. Anyone who's recently joined us, hey, don't forget special edition on Sunday, 9:40 a.m. with the bracket reveal show. All the high school football brackets will be revealed on this show right at 10 a.m. I will have them for you guys to see. We'll go through every division, and then Aram's actually going to join us live from Vegas, and we'll talk some high school football. We'll take your questions, and I think it'll be a really, really fun show. So please, as I drop my glasses, excuse me, please join us on Sunday morning. Those bracket reveal shows have always done well. The last 2 years, like thousands of people, it's literally like 1,500, 2,000. I think we got 3,000 people in there one time at once on the Southern Section channel. So looking forward for all of you to join, and please tell friends, tell coaches, tell programs, because I think it's a fun way for them to watch somewhat of a Selection Sunday-esque type feel.
Yep. So 9:40 on Sunday morning, everybody get here. We'll have the chat going, obviously.
Yep.
So you can, share your happiness or displeasure or surprise with what comes out. Tarek's going to have these things first, per usual. And yeah, we'll have, good dialogue and discussion and whatever all together. I will be in the sports book in Vegas. But I will be on the show. So yeah.
Haynes Cats Heels. Next year we will get Tarek on Larry's show on 560 Game Radio, 560 WGAM. I don't know if that's those are probably like the
There's probably a Florida station.
Yeah, radio station, and we will get Larry on this show when we have Cali versus Florida preseason football games. Okay, cool, man. That sounds good. Come on, Dodgers. This is just dragging. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to touch on, because I don't want to be on too long, man. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't stay on forever. Although, and now if I was showing the game on the stream, if that was allowed, we would stay until the game ended.
Your glasses are phenomenal, dude.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
These are my blue lights.
Bro, the way your earbuds are hanging down with that, it looks like the glasses are connected to that.
Like I got some old granny glasses on.
Tarek, dude. You look like Jonah Hill's character in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh man, that what a character he is, huh?
Something Azoff, Donnie Azoff in that movie.
That show is,
bro. That movie is hilarious, man.
Oh man, that's an all timer. You know what's another Jonah Hill? I think it's Jonah Hill. It's Jonah Hill and who's the kid in he's not a kid, but who's the guy in Top Gun? The young guy? Oh, Miles Teller.
Yeah.
There's a movie, I think it's Miles Teller and Jonah Hill.
Yeah, War Dogs.
Oh, War Dogs.
Great movie.
Might be one of the most underrated movies out there, man.
I love that movie.
It is, and it's based on true story.
Oh yeah, I know. My favorite part is when they're driving through Iraq.
Yeah, he's like, no way, like, yeah, we just like drove through like the Triangle of Death, or something like that, dude. It is just gold, man. That movie is all time. Man, I might watch that tonight before bed.
Bro, what time are you hitting the sack these days?
Oh, dude, that's these days, like. These days, when you say these days, since Alden's been born, I'm asleep before 10:30.
That's crazy, dude, because I'd have thought you'd be up till 3. He doesn't wake up and keep you like guys.
Well, I'll tell you right now, for those that have kids and stuff, you guys, someone might jive with this. A little different right now. He's not even 2 weeks old. Right now, I'm actually sleeping in my office. So Bree can have the whole bed with Alden, because he sleeps in the bed with her for a little bit. And she's got a cot. And what it is instead of getting up, going to his bassinet, getting him out of the bassinet, feeding him, putting him back in the bassinet, it allows her to really just kind of roll over, feed him, right? And then just put him right back where he's sleeping in bed. So that's good for mom and baby. And to be honest with you, it's good for me. That means I get to sleep through the night because I need all the energy I need because I'm watching my 2-year-old all day. So it's a divide and conquer plan.
And then yeah, and
Does that
then
make sense?
yeah, and you're doing your thing with Isla too, which are just the cutest videos
Thanks,
that
man.
you
Yeah,
post
so
on your
it's
Instagram.
constant,
She's
like,
such a sweetheart.
and so, you know, Bree's got her own tasks and kind of gauntlet with the newborn. And then I've got my own, you know, dealing with, you know, now Tuesdays and Thursdays, Isla goes to daycare. So tomorrow morning, wake up, feed her, change her, get her ready for daycare, drop her off. She goes to daycare for 8:15 and then I pick her up at 3:15. Then I got to still try and get work done, you know, the whole thing. So anyway, point is when you're talking about sleep, I try to get to sleep before 10:30, 11 at the latest, so I can get a really nice bulk of sleep. Because Isla wakes up at like 6:30, 7 if I'm lucky. Oh, okay, I thought it was out. Drop. Great catch. Holy cow, great catch. Yeah, so people are talking like about bottle feeding and stuff, you know, and that's a great comment. We're just not there yet, man. He's like literally 10 days old. So,
Right.
it's not that we can't bottle feed him. It's just, you know, mom's all about breastfeeding and so on and so forth. So like, I'm going to let her do that. And, not to get too into the nitty gritty, but you know, the more you breastfeed, the more milk's going to come. And so it's just better to just have full milk supply. And so you just got to keep breastfeeding and so on and so forth. So anyway, so that's how we're doing it, man. We basically got 2 under 2. So it is a season. It is a little bit of a trying season, but all is well. And baby's really healthy. So that's what matters. And he's growing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, I go to bed. I'm more of a morning person. I'm an early riser. I'm not really a night owl.
Bro, I don't think anyone can hit this Lauer guy, man. Oh man.
I'm trying to think
All
if there's
right.
anything we need to talk about here these last like 5 or 10 minutes here.
I don't have much else. I mean, we go to the 13th, dude. I don't know. We may just say goodbye.
Yeah, no, I think we maybe probably finish this inning. Anybody else out there? Question? Hey, thanks for joining us. I mean, yeah, see, people are telling us to stay on until the end. Well, that could be forever. I know what's going to happen. We're going to say goodbye, and this game's going to end next inning.
I don't see. Oh, yeah.
Look, the Dodgers are still playing. Yeah, 13. They're the 12th, bottom of the 12th, 2 outs. See, Oscar Hernandez is up, and unless this goes yard, oh, fouled off. Yeah, see Oscar pops out. All right. Going to the 13th. All right. I think this is it. And look, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Aram, I'll just say goodbye with you. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Listen, enjoy the rest of the Austin Reeves again at 40. Are they winning? Let's check this real quick. How about Austin Reeves? Yeah, what do I? Gabe, the Oaks Christian is a mess, man. Total mess.
What did you?
The Lakers are losing.
30 likes, dude. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, the Lakers are losing by 12. All right, with 2 minutes ago. Okay, guys, look, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Aram and I really always appreciate it. We have fun on here. Obviously, with the game going on, we just kind of felt like it made no sense to go too deep into high school football. Look, we all know the big game's coming up on Friday. Mater Dei St. John Bosco. I think we both think St. John Bosco is going to win. Wouldn't be surprised if Mater Dei won. However, Mater Dei winning would really shift the way the Division I picture playoff looks. I don't anticipate it happening. That said, there's a couple other great games out there, some league titles on the line. You know, another good game that's happening on Thursday night is Mission Viejo versus Los Alamitos. I don't anticipate Los Alamitos beating Mission Viejo. So after we're at an 8-0 start, Los Alamitos will probably finish 8-2, and then they're going to have to pray for an at-large berth in the playoffs, which will likely happen, but it's just so funny thinking, they're one of the best teams out there, and they're not even automatic qualifier out of their league. Kudos to San Clemente for knocking off the Griffins. That's quite an accomplishment. That being said, we're going to say goodnight. Aram, any final words?
No, just that, the spaces this week, Friday night spaces or Friday football flow will be on Thursday. Since that's the day that most of the big games are, I know there are some games Friday, but it'll be on Thursday this week.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be driving to Vegas at that hour. Who knows?
Oh, you're saying you're going to do spaces on Thursdays?
Yeah, the Friday football flow will be Thursdays.
Oh, because of Vegas. Got it.
Well, not just because of Vegas, but I think most of the big games are on Thursday.
Okay.
Is Mater Dei Bosco Friday? I thought it's
Of course.
It's Friday?
Oh, yeah. It's on Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. I mean, people, I would imagine, there could be game 6 of the World Series plus Halloween, plus
No,
whatever.
Thursday's not a bad day. There'll be some good games. Is the Chino Hills game on Thursday too? I think it is. So Mission Viejo Los Al and I think Chino Hills Rancho, they're both on Thursday. I think you're right.
Yeah, because
I'll check real quick before we say goodbye.
I can tell you right now, Freddie had sent me the games.
I'm on it. I got it.
Charter Oak Bonita's on Thursday. I'm not sure about Chino Hills.
Yeah, Chino Hills and Rancho. It's at Rancho Cucamonga Thursday night.
Okay.
So so there are some nice games. All right, ladies and gents, we are going to say goodbye. Thanks for tuning in. Aram, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go solo shot here, man. Thanks for being here. We will hear you on Thursday night, and dude, we will see you on Sunday morning from Vegas. So I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna give you your intro as you head out. Any last words?
Bro, no. Later, bro.
Peace.
All right, bro. We've been friends for a long time. Make the call.
There he goes, Aram Tolegian. Guys, listen, it's the 13th inning of the World Series. Go ahead and get off YouTube. I get it. I appreciate you guys all being here. We had a steady stream of viewers in here. There's still 30 people in here right now. It's 10 o'clock. 5-5 Dodger game here with the Blue Jays. Grounder to third. It's a foul ball. Thanks so much for always making this happen. I just wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So I'm really, really appreciative of that. Always trying to have fun with this and make things more interactive. So thanks for the love. Chris 4, thanks for the $10 donation to the channel. Fantastic. That is awesome. Again, anyone that feels like, they're entertained, they want to contribute to the channel, there is a donation button, I believe, in the information, like the description part, or there's a way you can find it there. So that would be appreciated if you're so willing. If not, at least like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. And don't forget, on Sunday, it's in the live tab right now, scheduled 9:40 a.m. on Sunday. The bracket reveal show for the CIF Southern Section football playoffs will be here. I will have all the information right at 10 a.m. and I think it'll be a fun way to digest it. Of course, the chat will be popping off. Ask any questions, so on and so forth. Really appreciate the time, guys. Have a great night, a great week, and don't forget to take the job seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. Have a good night.